Is it time for a change in your life or just a refresh for something you're already doing and is going quite well? And maybe you're a little stuck or you feel you need a little revision of what you've already put in place. Hello, this is Dr. Aitsi-Selmi for another episode of Wise Wednesdays. And today I want to just briefly take you through the 5 basic pillars of coaching. And this is so you can self-coach and just take some time to reflect and look at your approach to whatever you're creating in your life, whether it's a big change or something not so big. And use it maybe as a checklist to see where you need a little bit more focus, or you need a little bit more attention and exploration. So I learned these 5 pillars from my coach at the time, a few years ago in 2016, Rich Litvin, and they've been immensely helpful, both for myself, but also for supporting clients, especially in initial conversations. And there are many different approaches, so this is just one. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Number 1, your vision. What is the vision that lives in you? What's the most inspiring vision that wants to come to life through you? Not last year's vision, not the one you had when you were at school or somebody told you what you were supposed to want. Not next year's vision, just today. What's the vision that's alive in you? Don't make this an intellectual exercise. Allow it to come to you. So pause this video, go for a walk, do something that inspires you, that you enjoy, and have this question with you. And it will land on you like a butterfly when you're still. For me, it was liberating others as I liberate myself. It's just something that came to me one day. So what is the most inspiring vision that lives in you today? You can also look at your values, your needs. For example, for me, my top value is freedom. My top need is connection. And this is just what's true right now. This can change. So just look at what's true for you right now. Feel free to pause the video here. And then we go to number 2, which is strategy. Strategy is the simplest set of steps that can help you bring the vision to life. It's the practical things. You might have 2, 3, 4 repeatable steps and some milestones perhaps, but keep it very simple. People get too caught up in creating very elaborate plans and maps, and you really benefit from keeping it simple in today's complex, information overloaded world. So for me, again, something I learned from my coach at the time, and you can find it in his book, The Prosperous Coach by Rich Litvin, and it was connect, invite, create, propose. That's how I built my coaching practice. That's how I started having conversations, connecting with people, inviting them into an experience of coaching, and then offering a way to work with me. And that was it. And to this day, whenever I get confused or I get a little bit lost in the complexity of marketing tactics or business models, I just come back to this. So what's your simple set of steps to make your vision come to life? Feel free to pause this video and write what comes to you, or again, take some time, go for a walk and see what comes. Number 3, mindset. So after you know the what, your vision, and the how to bring it to life, you often find that the roadblock becomes you. What does that mean? It means that your old thinking, your old conditioning, your old mindset is getting in the way of progress. It's getting in the way of flow. And it might be a fear of failure, a fear of visibility, any kind of belief and fear that says you can't do this. This is not possible. And so this is where you dig in a little bit to see what's going on. And so instead of the what and how questions, you move into the why and who. Why is, why do you want this? Why do you want this vision? But also something that people neglect, why not? Why might you not want this? Why don't you want to take action on this? And by looking at this more deeply, you start to uncover what is really true for you. But you can't get there if you don't take the time to look at it closely. And this is really the core of coaching, where you get to uncover some deeper thought patterns. And the who is, well, who do I need to be? Who am I really? Because the vision you have is given to you because of who you are and who you're capable of being. It's the vision you're given is there because you are meant to bring it to life. You have everything you need. And so you just have to uncover all of that potential and clear the path for it to flow forward. So instead of what, how, this is a why, who type of work. And I talk about this in the success trap, where the key mindset shift, or one of the key mindset shifts for high achievers, is to go from the employee expert mindset that likes to know everything in advance and have all the answers and doesn't feel safe advancing in the unknown, to an entrepreneur leader mindset that is more about experimentation. And so it's a radical rewiring of your relationship to uncertainty. And what does that mean in practice? Again, in the book, I have a little acronym called Delta, because Delta is for dream. And these are the qualities of being, of who, that you can bring forth. So Delta, D is for dreaming. It's for allowing your potential to speak and for your mind to formulate a vision that you maybe never had before and that seems perhaps impossible, but allow yourself the space to have that moment of vision, of being visionary, of imagining something that doesn't exist and maybe never existed before. E is for embracing uncertainty. You may not have the full path. You may not have the full map to know exactly where you're going. Just focus on the next step into this so-called unknown. L is for learning. So be open to learning from whatever comes to you. Be open to learning more about yourself and other people as you keep taking a step into the unknown. Test and pivot. You may have an idea for a project, for something to try. Learning can sometimes become theoretical. Testing means you take the idea and you apply it. And then you pivot when you learn something that tells you try it differently, do it this way, go in that direction instead. And finally, A, which most people forget, is appreciate yourself and the journey. Often when you're going into the unknown, when you're imagining a new possibility, a new world, it can be lonely. There may not be a lot of people who understand you. You may not yet have found the new tribe, the new people who do understand you. And so you have to learn to appreciate yourself and the journey and just the opportunity to be here and live your vision. So feel free to pause here. I know that may be quite a lot, so take your time and think about why you want this vision and who you really are. Who are you really? That means you are able to take this journey forward. And it can be a word, it can be a metaphor, an archetype, it could just be an image that inspires you and gives you the mindset you need. And then we come to number 4, energy. Change requires energy. It's like a chemical reaction. It needs energy from somewhere. So, or for energy to be released from somewhere, like a caterpillar who literally dissolves itself to become a butterfly. So if you're feeling burnt out or tired, you need rest. Change will come from rest. Rest is the change you need, or at least the beginning. So give yourself the grace of rest before embarking on a new journey. And then another little exercise, once you've got enough rest, is to start tuning in again to what energizes you and is drawing you forward, and let yourself be surprised, because it will be new things, new relationships, new activities, new spaces. And what drains your energy. And then there's a bit of a process there, which is it may be time to say goodbye. And there may be a mourning process. There may be a process of having conversations to release something and complete. And this is all part of your energy management. Otherwise, you'll find you're fighting yourself, and then you might call it procrastination, but it really is that we're tensing up and wasting energy that we may not even have, rather than really being with what's here and the stage of change that you're really in. So look after your energy. And pause here before we move to pillar number 5, which is skills. Skills is just having fun. It's learning something, a way of doing things that you didn't know before. Many of you will already have so many skills that just need to be applied in a different way, like speaking or presentation. Perhaps you used to present academically and now you want to present non-academically, more for inspiration. Same for writing. It might be business skills. I had to learn a lot of business skills, like what we call marketing and selling and business sort of models. And write one or two. It doesn't have to be that many. Write one that energizes you and that you believe will serve your vision. And that's it. Those are the 5 pillars. And these can take an hour to 2 hours. It can be a process over several months. Some of them might be easy. Some of them you need to work on a little bit. Just trust your intuition as to which one you need to focus on. And as I said, use this as a little checklist. Which one do you need to focus on today to get into your flow, into your momentum, and make your unique, beautiful vision come true? All right, I will leave you here. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below, and feel free to reach out if you need support from a coach. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.